What do you say? How do you say? I'm just about to see another day. I go by the name of Terror the Barber. I got my brother Johnny here with me today. This is Razor Sharp Podcast.
Sir.
And we at the CT Barber Expo. Listen, the reason why we got this gentleman right here is because he's one of the youngest clipboard owners in the game. Let the people know who you are, my brother.
So I'm Juan Garcia. I'm 16 years old, and I'm the founder and CEO of Elegance Clippers. Right here, I got my most flagship model. It has 12,000 RPM, and it's only going for the price of $180 compared to your Instincts. Instincts are going for around $250 right now.
Okay. Listen, so you 16 years old.
Yes, sir.
What made you want to create a clipper?
So I started cutting around 11 years old, and a lot of the things that I bought a lot of clippers. I was going to clip the crazy like Clipper said.
Okay.
And there's some things that I like, some things that I didn't like.
Yeah. Like what?
So battery life, blades, motors, all that stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's not that easy to get a clip.
Nope, not that easy.
Like, first you gotta have the capital.
Yup.
You gotta do the research.
Yep.
So you was 11 years old, you was cutting your own hair. Who got you into cutting?
So most likely it was one of my uncles. They're in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
They actually cut my hair when I was little. When I used to be out there, I used to go there 5 months at a time, 6 months at a time. And they actually moved over here when I was around 12. And he actually told me what stuff to get first. I was rocking the scenes at first, and that's why I always loved the design. It was just so comfortable because I learned it.
Okay. So you already cutting your own hair. Started going crazy with the clipper like most barbers do. You're like, yo, listen, this ain't gonna work. It's breaking my pocket.
Yep.
You created your own clipper.
Yes, sir.
How did you do that?
So it was a difficult process at first, and then once we started using it, how to get practice and all that, it was easier. So the motor design was actually designed over here. We had a couple of engineers out with my dad's friend. I also took a couple of engineering classes myself to make the Vector motor.
Okay.
And the mold's actually the most expensive part. So we had to go to China for that, of course. But everything is like 70% here, 30% China.
So you flew to China?
Well, I did not fly to China. I had a inspector over there, paid him, he made sure everything was good, then he shipped everything over here.
So you gotta be trustworthy because you sending your money,
Yup.
and they could take your money
Yes, sir.
and act real funny.
Yup.
So who are some people that help you with the investment?
So it was just me and my dad.
Salute to my father, brother.
Yup, just me and my dad. Thanks.
Yeah, man. That's amazing. So there's a lot of clipper companies coming out right now. There's, everybody got a story. There's so many different things. I'm talking about motors, we talking about RPM, we talking about blades, we talking about all of these things. How did you narrow it down to just a few trimmers that you were gonna put out?
So a lot of people notice, I also noticed, around the 7,000 RPM range, you're actually gonna start pulling on coarse hair like ours. If you're going above, I'll say 13, because there was a clipper that was 13,000 at one point, but it was wired. It'll actually cut a little bit too much, leave you almost bald. So we brought the perfect range of both. You leave you bald when you close it, it also almost upstands. It almost opens up to a 1 when you're here.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm amazing, bro. So it's great.
You got 360?
Yo, come real quick. Come.
Yes, sir.
We got Jeezy in the building. You know we have the building.
Good, Jeezy, my boy.
Listen, man. So
Yeah, bro, we supported me yesterday.
come through, my boy. Come through. Jeezy in the building. Cody's in the building. Listen, you need some water.
Oh, no.
That's crazy. I need to redeem myself.
He needs some
I need to
milk.
redeem myself. Hold on. Hopefully they didn't catch it.
They got that. It's a
360 Jeezy.
salute, my brother. Salute.
Hopefully I redeemed myself.
You did.
That's
Listen,
fire.
Thank you.
so you guys know about the youngest clipper guy, right? So listen, man, we just talking because first of all, he's one of the first that I've met that's doing something totally different. And we just having a conversation. One, he got his father that's supporting him, that's backing him, and doing the research. And there's not that many parents that's not gonna say give up the video game, but actually gonna invest in something like this. Started barbering at only the age of 11 years old, getting it from his family members, and now he's pushing it forward. So listen, man, you got us here to just give you all your flowers now because what you're doing is gonna be something different, and the younger generation gonna see you and say, if you did it, I can do it. And we got to listen to go to the building, man.
One thing that I used to say to my uncle, I used to always wonder why the OGs wouldn't like mention me or say anything. And I told my uncle, I said, nah, it's kind of like that Jordan and LeBron thing. You know what I mean? Like, I would never say LeBron. I'm always gonna say Jordan, no matter what. It's just my biasness. You know what I'm saying? Even though LeBron is great, and I thought that about me. Nobody's gonna. None of these OGs is gonna say me. It's the up and coming generation that's gonna say Jeezy the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
You're the one that taught you how to cut hair.
Yeah, so inspire the youth, bro. Focus on them. Don't focus on what we doing. Don't focus on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, bro.
Pay attention to what you're doing and inspire the youth, bro.
And let me piggyback that, right? Because there are OGs out there like me, you know, 14, 15 years in the industry, that I'm showing the younger generation. Yes, everybody watch Jeezy online. Everybody know about the haircuts, about the how-to, about the personality. But there's people out there that the first person I seen was Jeezy. First person that told me about waves is Jeezy. And it's barbers that's 35, 45, 50 years old. That we, even though you may not get the flowers the way you should be getting, because you should. The younger generation is definitely going to pick you up. The younger generation is definitely going to say, Jeezy is that dude. And it's people like you that, even because we all cut from the same cloth, you know what I'm saying? We've been cutting around the same time. But we always going to give Jeezy the push. I'm 40 years old. Just can you dodge your shit, nigga? You know you old. Don't get that shit twisted. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. We old now, nigga. You sneeze, your back hurt. You understand? But listen, just know, brother, that we give you your flowers. We see each other at all the hair shows. It's nothing but genuine love and barber love in the building. And it's not just at the hair shows, because I'm underneath the comments. I'm always going to be tagging you. I'm always going to be sharing it. And just know that we appreciate what you brought to the industry. I've heard your story about your sister telling you to push forward on YouTube. I've been invested for a long time, telling the up-and-coming barbers that not just about, yo, you need to do it because he did it, but just have an understanding of why he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's number barber love, my brother. Thank you for coming on the pod. Raise the Shot podcast, my brother. Thank you, my brother, for doing what you do. 16 years old, doing what he do best, and we live and we lit. It's your boy Terry the Barber. Raise the Shot podcast, and we out.
My tweet when I see him.